You know, I never planned to be a facilitator or a coach. I didn't wake up one day thinking, this is my calling. No. In fact, for years, I didn't even know that this path even existed. But looking back, becoming a facilitator or coach was one of the best decisions I've ever made, even though I made it with knees knocking and teeth chattering. And today, I'm going to tell you why. Because maybe you're feeling that same pull, the desire to lead, to guide, or to help people to experience real transformation. Or maybe you're already doing it in your own unique way, but you don't even realize it yet. By the end of this video, don't worry, you'll see exactly how stepping into facilitation or coaching, intertwine of both, can change your life, just like it changed mine. And if you've been wondering if this path is for you, stick with me. Don't go anywhere, because this might be just the sign that you've been waiting for. I remember the exact moment that everything changed for me and my son, Jelani. I was sitting in a room watching a facilitator guide people through transformation. I watched as their words unlocked something in people and even in me. I watched as the hearts in the room opened. I witnessed the people on my left and my right having breakthroughs. And for the first time, I saw what was possible. I was blown away. I remember thinking, can I do that? Like, this is amazing. The way I felt as this facilitator unleashed something in me. I was amazed as I watched this facilitator help me see where my blind spots were, help me identify my limiting beliefs, help me remind myself how hungry I was for something different. It was like this fire was in me, but it was a flicker. And I watched and witnessed this facilitator pour the right elements on me to turn that flicker into a flame. And for a long time, I let doubt hold me back until one day I got sick and tired of not being enough. So I began to change the question. Instead of how could I do it, I asked the question, why not me? Why not me? And the moment I stepped into that, the moment I began to lean into what was possible for me, I realized this was the exact work that I was meant to do. I've been able to witness people, hundreds and thousands of people's lives change. But what was really crazy are the people's lives that I didn't get to see because they weren't even in my rooms. They watched my programs. They watched me online. They looked at a video. And oh my God, watching their lives, not just their lives change, but their families' lives change. And mine as well. And today, I want to share exactly how facilitation changed my life and how it can change yours too. So here, I want to share right now, don't go anywhere. I want to give you 3 ways that becoming a facilitator changed my life. And I want you to listen to this. Don't go anywhere, because these may be the same things that you want, and it helps you get clear. Number 1, becoming a facilitator, coach, it gave me a deeper sense of purpose. There's something so powerful, so incredible about knowing that your voice, your presence, and your guidance is creating real change. Keyword real, underline and circle, real change in someone's life. Facilitation isn't about standing on stage. Please be clear of that. That's speaking, and sometimes that's just entertaining. It's about holding space for people to see themselves differently. It's about being willing to facilitate the process of the new version of them being born right in front of your eyes and in front of their own eyes. I've seen people go from feeling lost, feeling unseen, feeling unsafe, to feeling visible, feeling safe, feeling powerful, and feeling courage. I've watched people have breakthroughs in their relationships where they came to the workshop, the training, or the retreat that I was doing, and they were on the brink of breaking up, to hearing 5 days later that by the 3rd day of a 5-day training, they felt like they were on their honeymoon again. I know that I had a hand in that. And I got to tell you, I go to bed at night saying, that's my purpose. That's why God put me on this planet. That's why I have breath, to build something bigger than me. The second thing about becoming a facilitator and what it's done for me is that it taught me that I don't have to have all the answers. I used to think that I had to be the smartest person in the room in order to lead the room. And if I didn't have all the answers, I could not lead. I thought that I needed to have all the right answers, all the right words, all the perfect solution. But facilitation, I want you to hear this. Facilitation isn't about you. It's about them. You don't have to give them all the answers. You just have to open up a safe space so that the right questions can be born. A great facilitator does not give the answers. A great facilitator pulls all of the answers out of the people that they serve. And the moment I realized that, it took all the pressure. If you want to facilitate and you've always thought you had to have all the answers, are you feeling the lightness now? Type in comments below. Talk to me, because you should be feeling some lightness now to realize that you don't have to have the answers to create real transformation. You just have to pull out the right questions and you have to allow them to discover their own answer. Number 3, becoming a facilitator. What it did for me is it gave me financial freedom. Facilitation isn't just fulfilling. It's a career. It's a career that transformed my son's life. Put him in a beautiful private school and gave him a beautiful wedding with no stress about how to pay for it. It gave me the financial freedom to take care of my dad when he had an accident, to take care of my mom. Facilitation allows you to create impact, but don't sleep on it because it allows you to create some great income too. And for me, stepping into this work allowed me to build a life on my terms. And I'm going to be honest with you, I built a life that I didn't even know was possible. I've been able to facilitate at boardrooms, in corporate structures, retreats, workshops. I facilitated conversations with the police department. I facilitated breakthrough retreats with engineers. I facilitated women's retreats with women in leadership. I've been able to build people's businesses through the facilitation of team building. I've been able to facilitate in faith-based environments with congregations and with leadership. I've been able to facilitate in almost every environment you can possibly think of. As long as it includes humans, there's something to facilitate. And I've built a business doing work that feels right. And you can too. Does any of this at all resonate with you? Have you ever felt pulled to lead, to guide, to help others transform? Because if so, drop yes in the comments right now. Because back in the day, there was no one showing us how to do it because it was this weird thing. Facilitation, transformation, what? When I started. Now you got a tribe. Now you have someone that's 10, maybe 20 steps ahead of you. So drop yes in the comments because facilitation might just be the path that you've been looking for. Now, if this spoke to you and you're feeling that nudge, don't ignore it. Listen, I know firsthand what happens when you wait to say yes and then you finally say yes. I know what happens when that thing in your heart has been calling you to pick up and you finally pick up. And I don't want you to wait as long as I did. That's why I created the Nichols Certified Facilitator Program. I put everything in this program. I promise you, when you look at this program and you see all the content, and I didn't provide you with the content from what I think people need to transform. I provided you with the framework and the content and the structure by looking in my rearview mirror and knowing what I needed to do to help people transform. It's going to help you step into this work with confidence, with skills, with purpose, and most of all, with clarity and tools. So if you're ready to take this journey, check out the link in the description for all of the details. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe. There's more. Listen, you don't have to do any of this alone. I'm leaving all kind of clarity and breadcrumbs. So subscribe, stay right here for more facilitation and more leadership insights. There's so much more. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for permission to be as light, as bright, and as beautiful as you are. You don't have to wait for everything to be right to transform the lives of others. You don't have to have all the answers. You just got to be in the right place at the right time and then say yes. Type in the comments below, yes, so I can hear your yes. Because here's the truth. If you've ever felt drawn to transform the lives of others, to impact the lives of others, if you've ever felt that pull inside you to guide others, then facilitation is already inside of you. So here's my last question. What are you waiting for? The world needs more leaders. The world needs right now, more than ever, more healers. The world needs transformation. The world needs you. And if you're still feeling inspired and you're still listening to my voice, then you already know this is a yes. Check out this next video and continue your journey and continue to be inspired into your non-negotiable yes. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Don't go anywhere. There's more.